Hello, my name is Chloe, welcome to my channel. Today I'm bringing to you my TBR for the Do The Thing-a-thon. Do The Thing-a-thon is hosted by Ashleigh from A Frolic Through Fiction. Both of these things are very hard to say. And it is running from May the 24th to May the 30th. So a whole week of reading. And the aim of this readathon is to do those things we said we were going to do at the start of the year. My TBR for this has reasons behind each of the books, one of these being the main book I want to read in the week. I have picked 4 books and I guess I'll just explain them as I go. So the first thing I need to do is Shatter Me by Tahereh Mafi. So this was on my 20 books in 2020 and I didn't read it. And then I got to that video and said, I'm not unhauling it, I have the rest of the series, I will read it, I just forgot it was on the list. And we're now heading into month 5 of the month and I've forgotten it exists again. So I'll be reading this. This is a BookTube darling that I just never read when it was as amazing as everyone said it was. So this is No One Knows Why Juliet's Touch is Fatal. But the re-establishment has plans for her, plans to use her as a weapon, but Juliet has plans of her own. After a lifetime without freedom, she's finally discovering a strength to fight back for the very first time and to find a future with the one boy she thought she'd lost forever. In this electrifying debut, Tahereh Mafi presents a riveting dystopian world, a thrilling superhero story, and an unforgettable heroine. So yeah, I have the first, I don't know how many books there are anymore, I have 4 books, this being the first one, and I keep saying I'm going to read it and never do, so I will read it in this week. Next, I have picked 3 books that are on my 21 books to read in 2021. The first one being Snow Falling by Jane Gloriana Villanueva. Every time I'm impressed with that pronunciation. This is the book that Jane, in Jane the Virgin, writes. She writes a smutty romance story. I don't know how smutty it's actually going to be. So they actually made the book that she writes in the TV show. And it gives you a little bit about Jane. I'm going to crop that all out because I read the back and it's a massive spoiler for the TV show. It doesn't spoil the final season, but it definitely does spoil most of it. But yeah, I'm just so excited to read this. In 1902 Miami, Josephine Galena Valencia, Jane Gloriana Villanueva, has big dreams. Engaged to her Pinkerton detective Martin Cadden and working at the lavish Regal Sol, her life changes forever one champagne-fueled night with dashing hotelier Rake Solvino. Josephine must decide where her heart lies, even as a dangerous crime lord threatens all she holds dear. Will her demands dissolve like falling snow or lead to a happily ever after? I obviously know the story because I've watched the TV show, but to read the actual book is going to be so much fun. Next, I have one that's from a used to be beloved, now isn't very beloved author, but I have the book and I want to read it because I have enjoyed some of their work, and that is Landline by Rainbow Rowell. It says, if you got a second chance at love, would you make the same call? So I absolutely loved Attachments. I sort of like Fangirl and I did not like Eleanor and Park, so I'm intrigued to see whether I like this one. But it says, as far as time machines go, a magic telephone is pretty useless. TV writer Georgie McCall can't actually visit the past. All she can do is call it and hope it picks up. Is she going crazy, or is this a chance to make things right with her husband Neil? Maybe she can fix things in the past that seem unfixable in the present. Maybe the stupid phone is giving her a chance to start over, if that's what she wants. A heart-wrenching and hilarious take on fate, time, television and true love, Landline asks if 2 people are ever really on the same path or whether love just means finding someone who will keep meeting you halfway. I think it's going to be a pretty easy read. Rainbow Rowell books usually are, and yeah, it's one off my 21 books in 2021 that I need to read. And finally, the last one I've chosen, and I really hope I can get to all 4 in this week, is The Cellar by Natasha Preston. Again, this is on my 21 books list. And I've heard really great things. It is a Wattpad book, I think, but I've heard that this is trashy but really great. So this says, my stomach dropped as a tall, dark-haired man stepped into view. Had he been hiding between the trees? No, sorry, I took a step back. I'm not Lily. He shook his head, a satisfied grin on his face. No, you are Lily. I'm Summer, you have the wrong person. I could hear my pulse crashing in my ears. How stupid to give him my real name. He continued to stare at me, smiling. It made me feel sick. You are Lily, he repeated. Before I could blink, he threw his arms forward and grabbed me. I tried to shout, but he clasped his hand over my mouth, muffling my screams. My heart raced, I'm going to die. For months, Summer is trapped in a cellar with the man who took her and 3 other girls, Rose, Poppy and Violet, his perfect pure flowers, his family. But flowers can't survive long cut off from the sun and time is running out. It seems like something I'd love and I just haven't picked it up, hence why it's on that list and why it's on this list. So these are the 4 things I would like to do in Do the Thing-a-thon. I'm not going to make any additional plans because if I do all of this, then I'm going to be really, really impressed with myself. So I'm not going to add any additional ones onto here because I feel like that would be really overestimating my skills. But hopefully we will get to these books. So that is all I have for you today. If you have read any of these books and you enjoyed them or hated them or have any opinions whatsoever, then please do pop them down in the comments so I can talk to you about them. But that being said, I really hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one.